you not live.
No.
I am too excited. This intro is the best. I am Jan.
I'm Jess.
And how are you doing? How excited are you?
I'm so excited. I'm so excited to watch Like Crazy. I'm so excited to break down the rest of the album. I'm so looking forward to it. I haven't seen anything, so I'm really excited. I try to stay off my timelines as much as possible so I can get a real sense of what this song is gonna be.
And for you it's like a little bit harder to stay off the timeline because usually, like, especially right now, these things come out, you're at work.
Yeah. So I'm like in it, but I'm also like trying to concentrate. Like, here's the thing, like when I'm at work, I try to watch things that I haven't seen or like have seen before, so I like put things on in the background while I'm working, but I get distracted so easily if it's something that I've never like seen before, so I try not to like watch anything that's new until work is like done and over.
Yeah, I get that.
So I was seeing everybody's reaction in the group chat, but
I try to go like to bed like or like be in bed early enough.
Yeah.
That when the notification pops up, I don't have my phone in my hands.
Right. So it's not like an immediate like click.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But because like on the weekdays we like before like almost before 11 o'clock we're always like in bed. Yeah. So we try the best. But shall we just get into it?
Let's do it. I'm so excited.
It's wild because just last week we're doing Set Me Free Part 2.
I know.
I
know.
I've seen like stills of this video because I was making the thumbnail earlier.
Yeah.
And it looks pretty bomb, so I'm really excited.
I want to see what they do with it.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
I also need to turn it down because you're gonna die.
Probably. There we go. Oh.
I think we could last forever.
Oh.
I'm afraid that everything will disappear. Just trust me. She's saying, baby, 생각하지 마. There's not a bad thing here tonight. Baby, 떠나도 좋아. 있어 오늘까지만. Watch me go, and I
what?
This beat is groovy.
Oh, it's so groovy. Oh, the like synth. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Oh, I love this. Oh, this is something you could dance to.
Oh, 1,000%.
Song of the summer? Hello?
Okay, let's take a moment real quick.
Let me take this all in because I have so many thoughts. First of all, I love this. It's completely in the pocket of Jimin, but like completely outside of like his comfort zone or his box. I love that. Ooh.
First of all, this scene, throwback to Hobie's live saying that Jimin's phone was dirty. We know why now.
Like muddy and dirty.
We know why now.
We know why now. I'm really loving because Semi Free Part 2, I would say like the editing and the cinematography were quite like simple in terms of what was going on within the scenes, and using
it could almost have been a one take if they wanted.
Yeah, it felt like more of a like dance video rather than a like music video, if that makes sense, because of how simplistic things were. And I mean simplistic in like a really good way, because it really matched what was happening on stage, because the most important part of that was Jimin. So to highlight that, the cinematography and the lighting and the way that they used editing matched all of that. Yes. Whereas this is like a music video. So we have like sort of a story through line, and there's some really cool things that they're doing with editorial. Like the dance scene is quite interesting because they have like the background sort of moving in a different time speed than Jimin himself, which is really cool technique. You basically take two of the same takes, except one you change the speed to, and then the other one you leave it at
it reminds me of the I think it's the Wannabe.
It is.
Video from ITZY.
Yeah. So basically you take two of the same things with the camera being in the same position, so that when VFX, you basically mask out Jimin so that he's still at 24 and then everybody else is at the different time speed. It's a really cool technique. I love it. And just like the use of like this fluid black liquid coming through, and the use of like camera work going like in and out, it's just so interesting to me. It's so cool.
It really does give like, especially that dance scenes, like the full like inebriated like vibe and feeling that they're that he's trying to portray, especially with how like he seems to be like drunk on this person.
Yes, it really gives that feeling with like all the techniques they're using, with also like the different like color changes we're seeing and the different filters that they're putting on top of things, like the what is it called? It's not like an X-ray filter, but it's like a like heat.
It's the heat
like the heat one. UV filter. That's what it's called. Sorry.
The one where you can see heat.
Yeah. I think it's UV, or it's close to that anyway. Which is really interesting because it's like that one to me symbolizes like a lot of reptiles have that kind of filter so that they can seek out their prey, like in the desert or in like
that is very true.
The foliage and like all this kind of stuff. So it's very like interesting the way that they're using it, and I think it really matches well with this groovy, like I want to call it like 80s like pop synth, or like
like that's what that was what I was looking for.
It's like 80s synth.
It really does give you that like 80s like dance pop music.
Because it's just the instrumental layers that are on top of this. Like you have like that like piano-y synth.
Dude,
and, like,
if it's not like I'm not a club goer, but if this is not played in like K-pop club nights, I'm gonna be really disappointed.
I'm gonna be mad.
I'm gonna be really disappointed.
It's so that intro really threw me too, because it's like you get like these whispers and it's very like quiet and very like intimate, and then it just explodes into what we are listening to right now. It's crazy. I'm really enjoying it.
All right, I'm gonna be started from here while we're here.
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah,
we can like talk over it a little bit. Oh yeah, like that smooth camera zoom in, I love.
Yeah, it really does give the vibe that he's like, he got like haunted in that scene where he got grabbed by the arm. Is like, now I'm just like looking to have fun and looking for that person, or like trying to forget that person. Like it could go either way.
Yeah, completely consumed by what's going on around him.
This part sounds so good.
It's so
His
good.
vocals are so nice.
Oh, they're so crisp. I love it. Oh, I love it. Spin me up high, and we're sort of like rotating.
But also like, cause like whenever like Jimin raps or like sings certain like tones, he like his voice can go a little nasally, but this fits his like softer range very, very well.
So well.
That's one of his like strong suits for sure.
Absolutely.
I'm not saying that like when he sounds like more nasally, it's not good because that's like distinctly Jimin and like so good, but this suits him so well.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I also am loving this like blurred sort of like fisheye there where everybody else is sort of blurred and he's still in focus. So good. Oh, that transition! Yo!
Excuse me? Also, can we talk about the mullet?
I'm in love.
I think he's one of the members that hasn't like fully committed to the mullet before.
Yeah.
And it fits him really well. Black hair Jimin is just different.
Oh, I love.
Just hits different.
Oh, this is cool.
Ooh. This is perfect for a title track.
Absolutely.
For a Jimin album especially, like, this is perfect.
Oh, I also like the speed ramping. So good.
And like the camera work like going in circles around him.
Yeah. It really gives you the like disorienting feeling. Oh.
Ooh, he's leaving the... He's been tainted.
What's the point?
Oh my god.
Help.
Boy, if you don't.
Help.
I also really love this symmetry of ending and beginning at the same like tempos where we have this like whispery and we're sort of like falling out and there's only like a couple of instrumentation in the background.
But also just like the video like starting in like fairly similar like position with just like slightly different things like different.
Yeah, yeah.
Like in this case was the like the mud on his hand.
Yes.
Which I have a feeling is just like he got tainted by this temptation or something and he's just like, well, now it's too late.
It's too late, man. I don't know. There's so many cool like camera and editorial choices.
I need to go add
like,
that to my playlist like yesterday.
What the heck is going on? Wow, like his voice is just so versatile. I think we talked about this a lot when we were doing our
I forgot that there's an
song.
English version of this song on the album. I'm excited to listen to that.
But it's super interesting because when we were talking about this during our like music showdown, because one of my favorite songs, like solo songs of Jimin, is Lie, and for that perfect reason of his voice is just so versatile between this like beautiful like falsetto breathiness, but then also like his chest voice is so different.
Oh yeah,
it's
his
so
chest
different.
Voice is addicting.
Oh, it's so good. I'm just like so enamored by his ability to be such a chameleon.
Yeah, it's just like a like very smooth, like low, like a little lower register, but still like very, very light.
Oh, it's beautiful.
So
man,
good. That man has so much talent.
So much talent, and I'm honestly.
I'm able to speak this time.
That's true, actually. Listen, send me free part 2.
Okay, listen, the pepperonis didn't come out this time, so I guess that's fine.
They stayed where they were.
I mean, it was a mesh shirt, but
I'm okay. I am breathing still. What a fun way, like I'm just so excited about all these different albums because the variety, the color, the differences between all the members are just, it's so beautiful to me to see all these differences being displayed. And the fact that Jimin, wrote this during the pandemic and wrote it, during
you can definitely feel like pandemic feelings in the two songs so far.
Like pent up,
not necessarily anger, but like contained emotion that you that like I feel like most of them tried to keep away, especially the beginning of the pandemic, because they wanted to be like that source of life for armies. Which obviously, not that it didn't last long, but like eventually they were like, yeah, we are feeling this too.
And I mean, you
which
can
is
see
fine, but you feel those pent up emotions in Jimin's music as well, which we're talking about in Indigo for Junie, and even like
Jack in the Box for Hobie. I also feel like I am so glad the members encouraged Jimin to pursue this as like a way to express emotion. I was reading the I believe it was the Rolling Stones article where he was talking about that, where he was like, I have all these feelings and emotions and I'm just not all here, and I don't know how to express that. And them saying, write it, sing it, express it in that way. It's
the best way to do it.
I'm so glad that he has those like voices telling him to be like, just do it, like do it.
Also, by the way, apparently Yoongi went to the pre-recording.
I know. I saw that.
So cute.
It was so cute.
the very Yoongi leopard print fuzzy hat.
Yeah,
it's pretty spot.
I mean, you can just see how much love and admiration they have for each other. Like Hobie posting how proud he was of Jimin, and Jin talking about it, and Namjoon talking about it. I love that. And we all know like Jimin always goes to Junie for like song advice. So of course he would have his like handprint on the album in some way. And you can definitely tell some of these lyrics are definitely Junie. Like I was picking them out and I'm like, that's an Namjoon line. Like that's an Namjoon line. But I am so enamored by this song and music video, and it's so like, it makes me want to like dance. It feels very like summery, it feels very clubby with the warm weather. I'm just like,
oh my god, that would also be an amazing like road trip song.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's going immediately on my road trip playlist. Now I haven't listened to the entire album, but you guys
we will talk about on Thursday. So make sure to tune in for that.
We'll talk about it on Thursday with our like main podcast, but we just wanted to like enjoy our reaction to
I feel like this is the calmest like Jimin reaction we've ever done, because Vibe I fell off my chair, and then Set Me Free I almost fell off my chair.
I was just only words could come out. I didn't have like any information. It was just like all just coming out of me for some reason.
This feels very peaceful, even though like the lyrics are like really
not.
But I don't know, like the melody, not the melody, the beat and everything just makes it feel like a little more peaceful, even though it's very much like a clubby kind of thing. But it's not hard clubby, it's like soft clubby, I guess.
It's very like vibey. I feel like you know, you could take some don't take drugs, but you could do some like recreational and just vibe to this song.
Probably a good drink too if you're of age and allowed to drink.
A slight inebriation would go really well.
Coffee works too, that's what we've been doing.
True. Got our caffeine going here.
But anyway, thank you for joining us in our reaction of Like Crazy by Park Jimin.
Yes, let us know what you guys thought in the comments below. On Thursday, we'll talk the full album. So I want to know what your thoughts are on the full album. Favorite songs, favorite, like, what you thought. I need to know down below. Yeah.
Let us know either like here or on Instagram or on Twitter even. And we'll see you on Thursday, you guys. You know where to find us otherwise. See you on Thursday, guys. Have a good day.